YouTube, check 1, 2. Welcome to episode 21 of the Side Hustle of the Day show. I appreciate the feedback. I'm getting more views. I'm getting the watch times growing on this channel. So I appreciate everybody that's watching, subscribing, liking, and potentially even sharing. So give this video a like already if you don't mind. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for daily updates. So to go off of yesterday's conversation, or because it wasn't really a side hustle idea, it was more of a hey, read something like Blue Ocean Strategy, learn how to become an authority in a field or industry that you really admire. And I'm going to kind of keep going off on that. I was going to highlight a specific freelancer today, but then I thought, well, let's just talk about freelancing. And then I thought that gets done, over and over again in the same way. So here's what I would say: because I get to make my living creatively. I know a lot of people out there are artists. We're talking about people that draw, make music. They can actually do things like that, like artistic things, right? If you're really good at that, you could build a course on how to do that. In course building, I've seen it more in the last 2 or 3 years than I've ever seen it in my entire life. Course building, guides and ebook type of things. And then just, even if you don't want to create a course or an ebook, but you want to do the thing, like the drawing, the music composing, just reach out to people that you want to work with. That's initially how a lot of this stuff started for me, was reaching out to people that I knew I could apply my skill set to. So because for instance, I could use somebody who I could just contact that isn't necessarily on Fiverr or isn't necessarily on some other platform or service where they offer this to everybody. But if I knew somebody who was a really good artist, and I do know these people, I've interviewed a lot of these people, these animators and artists, but since talking to them and interviewing them, they've blown up. They've gotten to work with these famous hip hop artists and musicians and designers because they're so good at what they do, right? But if you just keep that thought that, well, I'm good, I'm going to keep drawing in our room and not let anybody really see this, or I'm not going to pitch it to anybody, you'll never exceed what that is, which is being in your room and drawing. And that's cool. That's what you want to do. But if you want to make it a side hustle and potentially a career, take those skills to the next level and just start reaching out to people. If I had somebody, like I was saying, that I could reach out to do a Photoshop for me, to do some kind of picture editing, because pictures are the least of my ability. I'm more on the video, audio, techie kind of side. I would pay that person for their drawings, right? So if you could go out there and find a couple of clients to work on retainer type work because you're an amazing artist or animator, that that is the freelance dream, right? You set your own time, you set your own retainer, your own fee, your own cost per hour, and you don't have to leave anything up to a job or any kind of corporate ladder of sorts. So that's today's side hustle of the day, everybody. Instead of just talking about freelancing in general, I'm speaking more to the artist right now, because art is, it's undervalued and underappreciated, I think, but at the same time, everybody wants some kind of cool logo or branding or visual effects done, not knowing that it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of skill to get the good stuff to actually match up with whatever your vision is. So if you are one of those artists and you're watching this, and I'll get back more to the actionable type of actually actionable type things tomorrow on Friday's episode of the Side Hustle of the Day. But today, it's a little bit more of the, we'll call it woo woo, we'll call it out there, where it's just kind of, it's not as tangible because you're not actually taking an item and selling it, or you're not building something with your hands like a craft or sort. But an art or a skill set in the arts is really, really valuable, especially in today's world where so many things are done online. So my freelancers, my artists, my drawers, my musicians, composers, and such, start building up your portfolio of projects and start pitching it to people that you want to work with. Whether it's, it's up there with in your head, maybe you want to work with people like DJ Khaled and stuff like that, or there's people in your specific area that you see are up and coming musicians or artists that need your type of your skill set. Reach out to them, make some cover art for people, send out some free stuff, some free samples. This is what I can draw, this is what I can animate, this is how I can color correct, After Effects, whatever. And my artists out there, I'm going to say this again, get these books, read them, check out Blue Ocean Strategy and books around those type of subjects, and try to break those mental barriers. I'll leave you with this last one, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Fascinating book, amazing, all about resistance, how to push through that to create a barrier or any barrier. I've heard interviews with him where he actually says, I don't care if you pirate the book, go find a PDF online or something, or you can buy it. He doesn't care as long as you read the content and gather what he wanted everybody to gather from it, right? Or to learn from it. And that's it. So it's a short read too. So check out The War of Art. I'll try to find a link to it somewhere and put it in the description below. check out these books, which are also below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the 22nd. Side Hustle of the Day. Sign up for the email newsletter at sidehustleoftheday.com. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your Thursdays, everyone.